Good morning, Blueprint Gamers. I am back with a brand new series. This is Rise of Industry. This game is in early access. It's still in development. It is not a complete game yet, but I played enough of it to feel like I don't think we'll run into any major bugs that will, break our series or whatever, or the objective I have for this game, this series that I'm recording, which I'll get into once we get into play. So first, let's get into it a little bit here because I like when things move along. So career. We're going to play on these settings. The medium size is going to be, the medium size. The map size is going to be medium. I don't really want any issues, so medium seems to be a good size. I've test played it. It's good. Town industries, we're going to have them on. This is where towns will create buildings themselves that kind of can get in your way, can cause problems. In one of my playthroughs, I had them literally put a factory beside my farms and cause pollution issues like crazy. It can be a pain, but at the same time, it's probably the only challenge in the game itself, or at least that I've ran into. I mean, people can have all kinds of issues, but either way. River generation is 2. I'll get into why I really want rivers in this game, probably in a later episode. We want standard amount of regions. This usually gives me about 5 on a medium map. It's good. Gives me plenty of land to work with and build things up. Town generator, I'm from the United States, so I'm hoping by selecting United States, they'll give me towns that I can actually pronounce. Most of the time, that is the case. I'm going to play on experience, and this is mainly because of the money. I didn't really want to mess with this stuff, because one, it's my first playthrough of this game, so I don't really want to jack the experience up. But 2, I also didn't want the gameplay to come to a halt, which at 10 million, the gameplay would come to a halt, or less than 10 million, because even at 10 million, there's a certain point where I have to stop and wait for my money to catch back up before I start building more things. And I want to at least of that as possible. So I'm playing that. So the other thing was, if you guys are asking, hey, why didn't you, play in a scenario and build a scenario? I've tried the scenarios. There seems to be a bug with those. All right, guys. So we are back. We are back. I took a quick look around the map and kind of figure out what direction I want to go before I recorded. So I wasn't wasting my time with that decision-making process on screen. But let's take a quick look around so you guys can see what's going on here. If you have not seen this game before, we got Rich Hill here. He's the one that they really want me to start out with, and it's actually right now, and as the game that it is right now, is always best to start with a town that gives you the 3 shops. The rest of them will give you 2, which will be the farmers market and hardware store. But the 3 is that you can build up to these higher tier goods, which make more money. As you can see here, it's compared to food, like wheat, like at 12,000 for every one you deliver, and you got things at 22, 57. The highest we have here is 13, like almost 14 with potatoes. There is nothing lower than that. And even if you look at these goods, we got highest is for about 15. With the what is this, leather. So as you see, getting the 3 stops, the city with 3 shops, that you have a better chance of making money fast, and you need to make a lot of money in this game. Everything that you build will make money as long as your routes are not really badly set up. But as long as they're set up decently, you will make money. And also this map is divided into regions. So if I can show you, if I can find a region line, well, there it is. It's really hard to see. You can see the region line. So you can only build in one region at a time, and you have to unlock other regions. And I'll show that off as we go. So the other towns we have is Rich Hill, University Palace, which I should probably look at. A lot of map. There's no road. All right, University Palace, connected to Turner's Falls, Lingornor. I don't know how you really pronounce that, but Lingornor is what I'm going to call it, this little town. And Lopezville. So those are my 5 towns. You can see, like I said, they all have hardware store and farmers market. Nothing more than that, and they all need to grow in size to have more than that. So first, let's place our headquarters and unlock this region here. When you start the game, wherever you place your headquarters is the region you unlock to start. And like I said, I highly recommend unlocking the biggest region first. I'm going to put mine right here in the middle. Unlock the biggest region first, just because it's the way to make money and get this game moving. All the other ways, it's a slower grind, and like I said, I don't want to come to a halt for you guys. All right, so the next thing we do before we start building anything is we need to to go to the tech tree. And the game gives you 3 free unlocks that have to be in the first or second row. So it's basically everything above this line and everything above this line. Sorry guys, I'm actually dealing with a sore throat. I'm not getting that here, that's later. But for what I want to unlock to start is I want to unlock wheat. And I'll explain why I'm unlocking the stuff that I'm unlocking then. We want to go to livestock. We want to unlock cows. And then we want to go to, I believe it is textile. No, glass. No. Home goods? No, it's chemicals. Alright, yes, and rubber. The other 3 I want to unlock to start. And then I want to queue up some other things. We're just going to go to livestock first. Actually, they're in tier 2. Is this the other stuff in tier 2? Carpentry? Not carpentry. Chemicals? New. Home goods? Glass? Somewhere? Yeah, they're in tier 2. Actually, we're going to go here. And we're going to queue up bricks and concrete. And then I'm going to queue up rubber. And just in case I get too involved and forget, let's do sheep, textile, cotton, and go back to the livestock and chicken. So we're going to queue all those up. And actually, along with that, I'm going to queue up this too. By that time, I shouldn't need it. All right. So we're going to queue all that stuff up. I highly recommend queuing things up in your research and playing this game because while you're building, especially if you're letting time go as the game's running and while you're building, you can easily forget to have things queued up in your technology tree, and which can really suck and waste time. So that's why I did that. So I unlocked rubber, wheat, and cows. Let me show you why I've chosen those. Let's get all these open. All right, so first thing is rubber. We have the hardware store wants rubber, and not only that, we can easily turn just rubber into a construction good it's called rubber 2. Okay. But I guess this one's raw rubber. Alright, yes. So I take one into the other. So I can start with this one, and once I unlock this one, I can turn it into that. Turning what is a 9,000 profit into a $27,000 profit. So huge wins there. The other thing is what else unlock? Wheat. I unlock wheat because one, there is a demand for wheat, so I can sell it directly. But the main reason why I unlock wheat is because I need it to do cows, and cows are going to give me this leather here, which is the highest dollar amount in this hardware store. It will also give me beef down here, and the other good it will give me is milk, and I'll have to sell it off somewhere else, but we can cross that bridge then when we get to it. And then last but not least, well, that was last but not least. And then I queue up things like bricks and concrete. You see it easily, sand and water. And most natural resources are unlocked for you from the beginning of the game. If you guys didn't see it in the tech tree, you can rewind the video back a little further. You can see that some things were unlocked, and that's a lot of your raw resources is your gather. So everything in the gather is unlocked straight from the beginning of the game. You can easily press the tab key, I believe it is. Yeah, tab key, and you can see which resources are near you. And how many. I don't know if I've set this unlimited or not, but I'm not really worried about it. Alright, so now we have everything set up. Now we got to build. So first things first, we want to build. Which order do we want to build? I don't know if I built it. I don't know if I did this such a smart way. But anyway, let's do the cows and wheat first. So let's go gather. Alright, so we need the water. Can't build inside the circle. And I kind of want it further away. It kind of sucks that all that water is right there. So I really don't want to use it. I can build over in this field. Let's build over here. All right. And you have to hook up these harvesters. Yeah, you have to hook up the water. The harvesters to the water siphon. Other than that, it does not work. Everything needs to be connected by a road for the chain to work. So these, like I said, this won't collect anything without the harvesters. All right. So next we got to do the farms. So we're going to do one wheat farm, which is the crop farm. All right. Try to count out my spaces here. Alright. Now we're going to do wheat. And we just got to hook up the road. Wrong button. Hook up the road to go from the water siphon to the wheat farm. And then we can do the cows here. And they require a little bit more room. Let's see. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we need a second cow farm, which actually here. So there's a trick to this game. Rename your stuff early. So what do we call it? Cow farm 1. Because if you use this little duplicate icon here, it automatically duplicates it for you. But here's the other cool thing. If I can get this down. It actually go ahead and then it renames it Cow Farm 2. So it actually helps you out in naming stuff and actually recognize what things are. Now, you'll see. Yeah, you'll see later why that's important. Well, I don't wonder what's going on. My hands are on the wrong buttons. Yeah. Oh, that's a long way. That's a longer way than I thought it was. It's all right. We'll get urban roads and faster speed roads, and that's not going to make me a ton of money. Either way, we'll deal with it. All right, moving on, because I'm going to get stuck on why I just did not optimize. All right, so the first things first, I didn't rename this one. Cow 1. All right, so now I'm going to tell this water siphon to, hydrate these 3 farms. So choose a destination. We're going to choose farm. We're going to wheat to cow 1. And they'll order in what's the closest to the water siphon is the way they order them. But I also want to limit them so that way none of them stop production, which will happen. And I won't have it too much. Actually, it will probably happen in this one because I think they're all 35 days. So this game's really about syncing things up. As you can see here, going here, literally one harvester will harvest 1 thing of water every 10 days. So in a 30-day period, each one of these harvesters will have 3 water. Well, it takes 35 days for wheat to harvest. So you're going to have a little bit of surplus of water from there. And then the cows take 35 days to harvest. So we're going to have a surplus. So eventually, the water is going to have a surplus and it's going to be fully maxed out. Not the end of the world, but it will happen eventually. Not right away. 'Cause every 5 days will take a while for come to fruition. All right. And then. All right. Cool. And then we just want to say, hey, where are we setting the wheat? So the wheat, we need to feed the cows. So we're going to farms, and it will only show you what takes that good or what can accept that good. So you don't get a huge, an outstanding list of things that are irrelevant, which is good. So we're going to feed the cows, and then we're going to let this go for right now, and eventually we're going to sell off our extra wheat. But I want the wheat to take care of the cows first, and then we'll deal with the extra. And it only takes 1 wheat to feed a cow every 35 days. And if you guys didn't know this, I actually get 2 wheat every 35 days. So extra wheat will be produced. I just want to wait till there's a backlog of wheat before I say, hey, start selling your wheat. All right, and then the cows is where everything gets interesting. Change these goods right away. It's the number one thing people can't forget. It does not deliver all 3 goods if you select one destination. All right, commercial. We want Rich Hill to grow first, so everything we can get to Rich Hill, we will. Western University, actually, that works out well. I didn't know what we were going to do with our milk, but we can sell it right here to this town. And Rich Hill Hardware, cool. All right. And so going back to this thing about the whole entire region thing, actually, I don't know if I want to build. Actually, let me build something real quick. Gather. we're gonna. Oh, come on. We get this. Not that it's relevant, but it could be relevant later. Alright, so we got the water siphon too. And we're just going to get a rubber plant going. That's kind of what I wanted to do. Get this going here. So, let's see. 4. And rubber it is. Alright. Oh, actually, I didn't need 3 of those. That's going to suck. Alright, well, I'll show you what you can do. Then when you do something stupid like that, I mean, I can delete, but I won't get my money back. And I can do something different, and I'll show you guys here in a little bit. And then, I don't know if I want to really... Actually, you know what? I do want to create this the way out here. This actually works well, because I can show you guys what I can do then. Alright. Sorry, guys, about that. Oh, we're not going... Alright, so first thing, we're going to rename this first. Oh, come on, seriously? Sorry guys, I have no idea what button I hit, but I could not get this box to pop up to save my life, and I was clicking on everything else, was not working. So I had to put a quick cut in there to fix all this, but let's get back here. So let's name this Rubber. We're delivering to, we're going to call it Rubber Hill, because that's where we're delivering to. Alright, so, water siphon. And the game actually was playing while I was trying to figure out, and I had to save and reload, so... it did play a little bit, but that is already not the end of the world. Farm, Rubber Hill, and we only want 12 there. We do not want... And because I'm going to have a really excess of water, I'm going to go down here to my... yeah, I'm going to add another destination, and we're actually going to sell this to the state. Eventually we'll replace this, but we're going to produce way much water than what we really need. We might as well sell it off. And the reason why I said, hey, this is not a bad idea, because right there's the state. Right there at that line. So that works out really well. So, yeah, I'm going to stop trying to say so much. Alright. Alright, so we're going to deliver, and we're going to set you up to deliver to Commercial Ridge Hill. I think, oh, it looks like all the hardware stores need rubber. That's not bad. Not a bad resource. I'm starting to question if I want to go bricks, but I probably should see it out. I don't know. It's just a really tough case here. I'm going to take a quick look at this town before I hit play. You have a thing for leather. You have a thing. You don't have anything for beef, but you have the milk. Of course, I'm already sending my milk to you, but I could do another milk. Send my beef to the other town and do that. And you want rubber. I could probably do the same thing, except not do so much water. Yes, before we hit play, we're going to do this too. Alright, so, like I said, I only have one region unlocked, so if I would go to, like, say, put down the gatherers thing for water, let me pick a good place to do water. Actually, I'm just going to go over here. Is there any, let's tab and see if there's any fish nearby. No, just iron ore, so let's try to avoid ruining the iron ore, and even though I'm pretty sure one of the computers will be more than happy to ruin it for me. Oh, there's nothing down this corner, was there? I'm going to go to this corner then. Alright, nothing down this corner, so we're going to go. Yeah, see, I can't place anything here because I don't have a permit. So what I have to do is I have to click on this town and say, okay, I'm going to buy the, I mean, I can do just the gatherers or logisticals, which allows networks and depots capabilities, but I'm just going to do the full permit just because I don't have to remember to come back and do a logistical one later. And we're going to go, yes, 1, 2, 3, cool. Oh, I don't want to go uphill though. Alright guys, so what I'm going to do here, because I want to put a cut in here real quick, is I'm going to build the identical thing what I built down here, up here too. So I'm going to put a cut in here and I'm going to be right back. Alright guys, I am back and everything is set up. Somehow I went negative in money. I don't quite understand how that happened. I've never gone negative money in early game like this before, so I'll be interesting when I watch back my own gameplay of when that happened. Because even though you guys won't see what I just did, I actually did keep the recording going. Just trying out something new with my editing software, and yeah, I don't know. I'm curious what happens. Let's speed this up and see if we can turn this into a profit, and I'm going to end this episode. I'm just going to keep an eye here. Bankruptcy alert. Oh no, you know our money. State low interest of 25. Yeah, that's low interest. These $5 million need to be repaid over the course of the next 5 years. Huh. Yeah, don't know what happened there. Alright, so now we gotta make even more money. Yeah. So that's where we're gonna end things. We just took a loan, we're gonna let this stuff go, and man, I cannot believe that it just hit me with a penalty like that. Should make money. The water's being sold off to the state. There it goes. I think that's the rubber heading off to be sold. Cool. The other thing I don't like currently about this game is a pathing alert. All time of palace. What's the pathing alert? Cannot reach. Why not? Well, why? West University Place hardware store. Why can't you reach the hardware store? Where is the hardware store? I'm confused. Alright, well, what I said about bugs... Oh, no, I see it, I see it now. Now you're gonna go? There we go, everything's gonna go. Alright, that's going to me. Alright, so I was going to say the other thing I don't like about this game, so it's nice boost rate value unlocked, is that the money doesn't really update right away. So when it delivers, it doesn't update right away, letting you know how much money you made. It seems to be only updates around the middle of the month and at the end of the month. As you see, like I said, the money just ticked up at April 30th. So I don't understand what that's about, but it seems to be a delay. And even if, like I said, if I let it play here, I'd update there at the first. But if I let it go, it won't update again until like the 15th. Actually, it's updating now. Maybe they fixed that. I don't know. But anyway, guys, I will be back with episode 2 of this series. And also, I will start the episode letting you know what the objective is for the series. I did not cover that in this one. I just had a lot to get going in this episode. But I will be back shortly. So hang on and press that like button.